Hey Sports Cars fans, this is Shane at Rapid Sports Cars and Collectibles, and today we are going to be revealing our SGC order of some vintage cards. We're live at our shop right now, so we do have a break going on the TV, and we could have customers coming in at any time, and there could be some talking. So let's get going with this reveal of our SGC order. This is from a collection that we bought, and our vintage cards could be, we didn't expect these greatest grades of them, but we thought that they would be a good deal just to get them graded through SGC, just because there's a lot of great players in them. We did have one card that they said that they would not grade, that they just authenticated, so we'll do this one first. They said that there was signs of it being trimmed, and but they still, the good thing about SGC is they will still slab it and put authenticated on it. So even though it is a player that I wish it was graded, but I can understand after I looked at it. Sorry, here comes my wife. She's going to be coming in and talking. But it is, I can tell that there was trimming on it. Oh, I guess not. I guess this one is not. This is our first reveal. I thought this was one that was just authenticated. This was a card with Yastrzemski and Killebrew is in it, and Frank Howard. This came from a customer that came in and just wanted it graded because he just liked the Hall of Famer on it. So that's not a store card. That's a customer card. That's just my wife over there just dropping stuff. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We have, oh, the rubber band. This is our first SGC order, so we are looking to see, let's see, we'll put these this way. And I think this is the order of the cards that we had graded right here. And so we'll just look. The first one is a Roberto Clemente from, let's see, 1970. So our grade on that is a 5. And like I said before, we didn't expect a lot of these cards to be high grades. We just wanted to make sure that we just liked them. So the next one is a 1970 Johnny Bench, and it got a 3. And then the next one is a 1966 Mickey Mantle, and it got a 1. We knew it. It looked like somebody just scrunched it and then folded it back out. We knew it would get a 1, but hey, why not slab up a Mickey Mantle? The next one is a 1967 Ernie Banks, and that got a 2. And the next one is another Ernie Banks, and it is a 1964, and it got a 3. And the next one after that is a 1972 Nolan Ryan, and it got a 2. We knew this one was, because you could see it right away, it has a crease in it, and right away when it gets a crease, it's automatically a 5, and then they go off of that. So we still wanted to get it graded. And then there's another Nolan Ryan of 1972, and this one received a 4. And then we have our Willie Mays coming up, and this Willie Mays is from, geez, look how long Willie Mays played. Just think if I had some of those cards that are up here from 1951 for him. But this is a 1972 Willie Mays, and it got a 4.5. A lot of off-centering on it, but I just want to slab up all those, you know, the vintage cards of the Hall of Famers. Here's another Willie Mays, and this one comes from a hard one to get graded because of all the chipping on black and off-centering. But this is a 1973. Sorry about the shaking. This is a 1974, and it got a 4. And then the next one is a Hank Aaron, and a Hank Aaron is from 1972, and it got a 4.5. And here comes, this is 1974. This is when I started collecting cards big time. It was 1974. So I probably had this card when I was a kid, but then we got this in the collection, so we wanted to get it graded because it was just, Hank Aaron, Hall of Famer. It's a 4.5. And here comes my personal player that I collect, and this is a 1973 Pete Rose. Again, the chipping along it and so forth, but we just wanted to get it graded, and it got a 4.5. And the same thing, same exact card, and I think it got a 4.5 too. And then another Pete Rose, and this is from 1971, and it got a 2.5. We knew it was I knew it was gonna get that low. This is the hardest card of any set to get graded, in my opinion, was 1971. It had a lot of damage around it, but you know what? I wanted to get it graded. And then here is the All-Star 1972. It got a 4. And then I think this is the same thing. This is Johnny Bench, same year, and it got a 3. And then here comes, I got a Minnesota Twins fan sitting next to me here at the shop, and he'll like this player, Rod Crew from 1972, and it got a 4. And another hard one to grade, 1971, because of the blacking around it. It got a 4, so it got a better grade because it wasn't damaged as much. Another Pete Rose that we had in the collection, 1972. It got a 4. And then our Ernie Banks, I think this may be the one that was authenticated because they said it was trimmed. Yes, and I looked up at it right here in this corner. I can see where somebody tried to trim the corner. I should have looked at it better, but you know what? It's an Ernie Banks authenticated. Why not? And then the shop, not the personal collection, our shop wanted to get this Roger Staubach card graded, and so we did, and it ended up getting a 5, 1973 Topps. And then I think in 1973 Topps also, I think this was Franco Harris, was his rookie year. They did not put RCs on them back then. You just had to find out which ones were rookies, so we got that one graded, and it got graded as a 4.5. So for those Pittsburgh Steelers. And then these are the 2 remaining cards from a customer who wanted them graded. From his personal collection, and this was a 1962 home run leaders. It had Willie Mays in it. It had Frank Robinson and Orlando Cepeda, and hard card to grade from that year, but it got a 4.5. And then he had another card that he wanted graded. It came from 1968 because he wanted it had a Carlos Dempsey, Harmon Killebrew, and Frank Robinson in it for RBI leaders. So, and that's that. So that's our reveal of our first SGC order. We have a couple more SGC orders that we'll be making videos of, and those cards to be much higher grades. They're more modern than they are for the vintage. So thanks a lot. Most of these cards that we have will be for sale at the shop. So if there are any that intrigue you, please come up and take a look, and we'll talk about them. Thank you.